AI is taking over YouTube, starting with Kwebbelkop. Welcome back to the trading floor, guys. I'm here with Tom, I'm Joel, and today we're going to be looking at this article that is explaining what's been happening with Kwebbelkop, an extremely big YouTuber, mainly kids YouTuber, and he's been using an AI model to create his videos. Tom, do you want to explain what he's been doing?
Yes, so for anyone who doesn't know or hasn't seen yet, it's fairly recently this has started happening, I believe, but he's essentially, I believe, was approached by a company based on what other YouTubers are saying, or whether he reached out to them, or however it worked, but essentially they've created an AI model of himself, which then is able to be used, so it looks like him, it acts like him. If you don't know what it looks like, just think of yourself as like a memoji. If you have an iPhone, it's basically that version of himself, but on a YouTube video. So it looks like him, it sounds like him, because obviously it uses his voice. He's likely AI trained to the voice, like you can do on some AI platforms where you upload clips of your voice and then it starts to sound like you, and the more you do it, it sounds like your phrases and things. Then what they'll do is they'll upload a script. So the whole videos will be scripted, and we'll go on to this throughout this video, but the videos will then be scripted. The actual content of the video is scripted because it obviously has to go along with the script, or whether they record something before and then base the script off what's happened. It's most likely the first one, but then essentially the whole video is made by AI.
Yeah. Now, I think a lot of people think that the scripts are made by AI as well. Well, maybe. I think that's a very small chance. I think the scripts right now are being outsourced. I think someone is looking at the video and is just writing a script and saying words on top of it, and then they're putting the AI voice that makes the voice him instead of whoever's doing the recording. So it most likely isn't a text-to-speech system at the moment, which is probably what he wants eventually, and it isn't an AI analyzing what's happening in the video and then saying, oh, I've dropped my diamond sword, or whatever he's doing in the video. It's probably like, the only bit that's AI at the moment is the Bitmoji thingy at the top, the memoji at the top, his webcam, webcam in quotations, and the voice. Well, I don't think the rest of it is. I could be wrong, because obviously we don't know the behind the scenes of it as well as he does, because he owns the channel. But that's what I'm going with at the moment. Based on what we know about AI at the moment and what it can do, I don't think it can do what a lot of people think it's doing.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's all AI, but I think a lot of it is automated. So like you said, the webcam, or not webcam, is obviously AI. The voice is most likely AI. The whole content itself is based on the AI, right? So it's automated. So I would assume, or I would guess, that he likely has a script writer. Whether he had it before, or whether he's got it just for this, maybe not. Whether they use potentially something like ChatGPT. ChatGPT scripts aren't the best at the moment because they don't understand audience retention at all. So I think someone's likely writing the scripts and is using the AI voice based on the scripts. I think the key point is that the whole videos themselves are scripted though. So every step is planned. So if you're playing Bed Wars, for example, everything would have to be done after the video is recorded, right? Because you don't know what's going to happen in the video. Whereas if you're playing an SMP, the whole thing is planned out. So someone, whoever it is being hired to play Minecraft on behalf of him, and then the voice and the script is based on whatever happens on that person playing. So it's likely the person playing is told, do this, do that, do this, and then the AI reacts to whatever happens in the video. It's not... I doubt it's him playing Minecraft. Yeah,
it probably isn't. But give this 5-10 years and we'll probably be able to see AI be able to analyze videos and analyze how context works in videos. They'll be able to look at the recording of Kwebbelkop or whoever's playing Minecraft, and be able to create some sort of script to go on top of it, which is insane. Obviously, I don't think that's possible now, or if it is, it's not available to the public yet. But 5-10 years time, he'll be able to do that, and then eventually he'll be able to do the text to speech without needing a human to provide the voice and then convert it over to his voice. He'll be able to just type in the script, make the script say, go loud at this part, go quiet at this part, make a funny voice at this part. So a lot of the stuff that he wants to do isn't available right now, just from the limitations of the technology, but he definitely is thinking of the future, and I do think quite a lot of YouTubers, and I think it will be kids YouTubers who take advantage of this. Maybe not the big ones, maybe not, Dan TDM level, all the massive ones, even though Quebblecop is doing it. I don't think the ones with big established channels would do it majorly, but them Minecraft channels that don't really have a face to it, and they kind of just make videos for the sake of trying to make money from providing kids content. Those will definitely all move to some sort of AI system where 90% of the video is all created by AI. And a lot of people will see that as a bad thing. Some people see it as a good thing because it means people can create businesses out of these things and it's allowing people to become independent. That's the positive side of it. The negative side of it is the people consuming this content aren't having the same quality that people of me and Tom when we were kids. When we were watching these YouTubers, we would actually have humans create these videos and have real human emotion in these videos. While kids in the future, they'll look at it and just be like, well, this is what content is, isn't it? The content is just this kind of made for kids, kind of funny, loud, energetic thing that is just all put together by the perfect algorithm. So it will be interesting to see what this world of YouTube with AI and stuff looks like in, say, 5 years' time, and how much AI has progressed to allow us to do these things that aren't possible yet.
Yeah, I think there's definitely certain niches which it would only apply to. Like, you can't really have AI in real life videos because it just won't look right.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's like fully like animated or something. I think the key thing to add here is that it has to be from a revenue perspective. That's the reason why they're doing it. Like, if you're burnt out and you don't want to do YouTube anymore, the only reason you would make an AI and you would invest in a company who does AI and creates AI of you is because you want to receive revenue from making videos that you don't have to do yourself. You're automating yourself for money, essentially, because why else would you do it? If you don't want to make videos anymore, you would just say, I would rather, save my reputation. I don't want to go down the AI route. I don't want the money from it. I'm hanging up for now,
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come back another day, but I don't want to do it anymore. Otherwise, why would you do it if you don't need the money? I think one of the key things to add to it is that it potentially depends on who does it and how well it's done. For example, you have someone like Stampy, right? One of the greatest Minecraft YouTubers there's been, and is still doing the exact same thing to this day. I mean, I think it's ending soon, which, I think everyone's going to be sad about. But I think the thing is with that, no one would, unless he did the face cam videos, no one would have known what he looked like. So if it was just him recording his first person Minecraft world, and it was an AI voice, no one would know any different. So if you didn't say it, if you didn't announce it, if you didn't make it obvious, people wouldn't know. I think if you could fine tune the voice to sound 100% or as close to 100% like the person, you wouldn't even realize. If you have a face cam of an AI character or a cartoon, you're obviously going to know it's not the person filming it. But if you didn't know, then would people really care? Like, if someone was watching a Stampy video back in the day and it was an AI, like if you think back, as like if you're a kid, right, and you're watching a video, you have no idea it's AI, you think someone's recording it, and it was done exactly the same. Obviously, this is a hypothetical example. And it was done exactly the same. No one would care because it would be the exact same experience for the viewer. However, that's not possible because everything he does is live. If he didn't say something, the video wouldn't be the same and the next step wouldn't happen, because if he's having a conversation with someone or he's reacted in a certain way which has led to something else, you wouldn't be able to do that in an AI video because it's too scripted. But if it was purely just from a voice perspective and you voice overed all the videos with AI, if it was without a face cam, I don't think you would know if it got to the point where AI was that good.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, I think the kids watching these videos think this is actually Quebblecop just with a funny face filter on. I think, obviously, you and me, we can watch the videos and we can tell his voice goes a bit auto-tuny and robotic at times, and we're like, yeah, this guy's not actually recording the video. The script seems a bit off every so often, it seems a bit like, oh, why did this happen, when, something stupid happens on screen. And then, of course, there's the Quebblecop face at the top, which is the memoji looking thing. And all those things together we can put together and say, this is AI. This is just an automated video pretty much put out to make money. But for kids, they're looking at the bright colours and looking at, look, Kwebbelkop's got a cool new face thing, and they're not noticing the little robotic bits in their voice. You know, the most they will do, if they notice that, is leave a comment in the video and just be like, oh, didn't Kwebbelkop's voice sound funny then? They probably don't know that this video is AI. I think a lot of the kids who are watching that video don't know it's AI.
Yeah, and I think that's the difference. Like, people are saying, oh, this is wrong, this is bad, blah, blah, blah. But I think the key point is, well, do people care? Do the ones watching it care? And do they know? Because if they don't know any difference, then does it really matter? I think the main question, though, is, like, is it right? Like, do you think it's right where... I think YouTube themselves are having a massive crackdown on AI content. But I think there's a difference between AI content and utilizing AI to make your content better. For example, if you use AI to make a load of shorts, or if you use AI to help with graphics, or if you use AI to create a cool background for your face cam videos, I think that's a lot different than replacing yourself with an AI character, which has nothing to do with you. Obviously, there's YouTube videos out there where people have done on... There's like websites where there's AI of famous people and you can have a conversation with them and things like that. It's not the person, but it's sort of learning to talk like the person and things like that. It's like replacing it with that. It's not the same.
Yeah, I think the better way to go about it is not let the YouTubers make videos out of it. I think it should be, if you want to see AI content, you can create AI content based on that YouTuber and they can get commission from that. And what I mean by that is, instead of Kwebbelkop replacing his entire channel with a bunch of AI videos and it's no longer him anymore, it's, if you want to watch Kwebbelkop play this video game, but he hasn't played that video game, you can go to your own personal AI and say, make a video of Kwebbelkop playing this game and make it funny. And the AI can create that video for you. Obviously, that's way down the line, you know, with being able to create a video from scratch in a couple minutes. But I think that would be a much cooler way to do it, because then instead of Kwebbelkop then demanding, I'm making AI videos and you will enjoy these videos, it's instead the viewer going, okay, Kwebbelkop's doing his thing, but I want to see this, and he's not doing that. So instead, I'm going to ask the AI to make a video about that. And in a sense, the viewer can get what they want, but also Kwebbelkop can say, whenever people use my name and use my license to create these things. It sounds very Black Mirror, like the new series of Black Mirror, but it's a cool concept where instead of, where he can then get commission whenever people use his name and his face in their own AI creations of their own videos to watch for their entertainment.
Yeah, I think the hardest part is that we don't know because we can't see it, right? The biggest tell would be average view duration on the videos compared to existing videos without AI. And if there was a significant difference where it was significantly less, then it shows that people aren't interested in watching the videos. And I think if people aren't interested in watching the videos, why would you bother doing it? But
exactly.
I think it would be interesting to see whether other people would do the same. I think, you know, people like Mumbo Jumbo, like we said before, he did a community tab post saying he's been approached and he wouldn't be interested in doing it because he doesn't think it's right and he wants to make his own content. And I think I would probably be the same. If someone said, okay, we'll make an AI of you, but you're nothing to do with it, and we're essentially just using your face and your voice, it's a bit like, well, what's the point? It's not your content. Like, if you're a faceless channel who makes Minecraft tutorials and you use AI to explain the tutorial or something, maybe that's slightly different. But if you're trying to build a personality and a brand, I don't think you can really use AI.
Exactly. If you're viewing YouTube as a business, then you're like, oh yeah, give me all the AI tools, I'll use all of it. But if you're viewing YouTube as a personality and a brand, you got to stick with being you as a person and not rely too much. Use AI as tools, of course, but not rely on AI to replace you.
I think the only way I would use it is if you had to go on a significant break, but you didn't want to quit content and you weren't able
that would be cool.
Pre-record or pre-edit any content. You know, if you were going away for say 3 weeks, you could upload 3 videos like he's done, and then in 3 weeks you come back and your channel's still in a similar place. But I think it depends on the audience and whether people actually care for that specific channel. You know, where people can say, well, YouTubers shouldn't use AI, but it's very specific on the audience that it's about. You know, if it's kids who just enjoy watching Minecraft content from a YouTuber that I guess they think they like, based on his old videos.
Yeah, and going back to
they're not gonna care.
Yeah, going back to that point where you said if you're going on holiday for 3 weeks or something, it could also be used for streaming, because when you're not streaming, your subscribers or your channel members on YouTube go down. Especially for bigger streamers, you know, if they take a couple days off streaming, they'll see a huge decline in their subscribers. So being able to have just a temporary, hey, this guy's just going to keep you entertained, it's an AI but it'll keep you entertained, is a good way to not really, you know, continue to gain subscribers, because I don't think people are going to be too happy with the AI there being to gain subscribers, but more to maintain them, more to say there's still content here, guys, enjoy it and keep your subscription with me.
Yeah, see, personally, I would be very much against AI streaming. I think that crosses a line, because, you know, streaming is all about interacting with your audience, you know, talking to your audience, being live, right? I think videos, it's potentially alright depending on the context, but streaming, I'd be like, no, that's, you know, pre-recorded streams should not happen. It defeats
What if
the
it
whole
was a
purpose of
live
it.
AI? It wasn't pre-recorded. What if the AI could answer questions live as it happened? What would your thoughts be on that then?
I don't think. I think that's a hard one because we're not at that position at the moment. I guess we technically could be, because you could set up a chat bot. You know, someone's gonna go away and do this now, where the chat bot is receiving the messages like ChatGPT. You use ChatGPT's OpenAI. You create a chat bot using OpenAI. Then the
VTuber
character reads the chat in quotation marks and then is able to respond, but through voice on stream. That is very possible. I think you could possibly do that, actually. But
yeah,
again, I just think pre-recorded style streams just defeat the whole point of streaming, and it's about the creator building the audience, and I think that's kind of going a bit too far.
Have you seen AI Family Guy? Have you heard of this? An AI SpongeBob?
I don't think so.
So people set up these live streams. You should check this out because it's crazy. If anyone hasn't checked this out, go search up AI Family Guy and AI SpongeBob. These people set up live streams where it's 3D characters in this like Unity environment of SpongeBob, for example, and then people in Discord or in chat, whatever, on the live stream can ask SpongeBob questions, and it tells a story, and the camera moves automatically between the characters. So someone will type in, make a story about where SpongeBob is asking why he got fired from the Krusty Krabs, and the AI will then go to SpongeBob, have an AI voice of SpongeBob say, hey Mr. Krabs, why am I fired? And then it will cut to Mr. Krabs in a different location saying you got fired because of this and that, and it will tell a full story, all with AI, no human interaction at all, and the only thing that's controlled is the fans controlling what happens in the story. You can understand that it's the internet, the story gets really crazy really quickly because people are abusing it. But it's so cool.
That's very much like that Jack Sucks at Stuff video though, where I can't remember what the website was called, but you can go on a website and talk to famous people like
character AI.
That's
Character.ai.
So you can talk to famous people and stuff like that. I think you could basically use that system on streaming. Obviously you can't use famous people because they would have to give authority for their voice to be used on those sites. But if you were doing it for yourself, you could essentially create a platform like that, but with voice, very, very easily. So you're having a conversation with someone. It could even get to the point where you're actually able to do it purely through voice. Like if you had a voice input, which then gets turned into a text input, the text input then goes to the AI. The AI then turns the AI output into a voice output from the AI. You're literally having a conversation with AI. Like, it gets to the point where it's crazy, but I think it just depends on how realistic it can come across. True, yeah.
I love talking about this, but this is, I think, the longest video we've ever done because we've just rambled about AI. So we're going to wrap up here, guys, but if you want to see more videos where we talk about AI or any other topics, leave it down in the comments. Tom, do you want to say goodbye?
Drop a like, subscribe.
Like, subscribe. Goodbye, everyone.